It's okay. Off your mind. It's okay. Off your mind.
Chai! Now wow, people wey suppose talk truth to power don't off mic. And if we talk, now 500,000 they go summer us, call them hate speech. But fear not, Maiyegun don't come. Him go torchlight every corner, nooks and cranny of all these bad people where they spoil our country. So my people make we loud, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. My people make we shout, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun diary Politico, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. This one not the off in mind, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. And in the touchlight every corner, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Okay, some people be they holla say they want the power. Chai, them be promise us say we go get light and power. Nah. Them hustle sote they can't get the power. But now they know they do anything with the power. Sure. Every day, dollar just they get the higher power over Naira. Still them talk say make we off mind. But thank God say Maiyegun don't come. So my people make you loud, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. My people make we shout, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun diary Politico, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. This one not they off in mind, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Person where they do evil, no one make person talk. Them say that Maiyegun, that man too they talk. He too they talk. Say Maiyegun diary, he they hot like pepper. But every day then they take money in bulk. Woman picking, they the street they hawk. Still them talk say make we no talk. But thank God say Maiyegun don't come. So my people make you loud, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. My people make you shout, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun diary Politico.
Hello there.
Maiyegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò.
Maiyegun diary, Maiyegun number one.
Good afternoon to you.
Maiyegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò.
Maiyegun diary, Maiyegun number one.
Maiyegun ti dé o.
Good morning to you.
Maiyegun diary, Maiyegun number one.
Lórí Facebook, lórí YouTube.
Maiyegun diary, Maiyegun number one.
Gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Maiyegun já wa sí.
Maiyegun diary, Maiyegun number one.
Àṣírí
And of course, good evening to you from wherever you are watching from. This is Maiyegun Live.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Maiyegun diary, Maiyegun number one.
Ó sì tún ṣe eré wàá gbọ́ níbẹ̀ o.
Maiyegun diary, Maiyegun number one.
Maiyegun diary Politico.
Maiyegun diary, Maiyegun number one.
Godfatherism kò sí lọ́rọ̀ Maiyegun.
Maiyegun diary, Maiyegun number one.
Ẹ farabalẹ̀ sẹ́ o kẹ́gọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu.
Thank you so much for joining me. Share this broadcast. Invite your friends. Invite your not so friendly friends and tell them that Maiyegun today. And don't forget your offerings.
Àní ẹ̀sùn rà kì í.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Maiyegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rà kì í.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn rà kì í.
Pressure ti wà, as they will say. Pressure ti ṣe kéde.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn rà kì í.
Thank you.
Lórí YouTube.
Many people are in the bank because many people are dying
everything I do, pressure ti wà, bá sọ Yorùbá, gbogbo nǹkan ṣẹlẹ̀ ń lu yìí, pressure ti wà, èyìnbó kò ṣe sọ, ṣé ìlú lé, fún wa lówó wa, ànówó, wá sọ wá di lazy youth. Now, ẹ sọ wá di lazy youth, òun ni mo wà ní táìmù yìí, tí mi ò lè lọ bí iṣẹ́, kò sówó, èmi kọ́ lè. Many people are in the bank because many people are dying. Everything I do, pressure ti wà, bá sọ Yorùbá, gbogbo nǹkan ṣẹlẹ̀ ń lu yìí, pressure ti wà, èyìnbó kò ṣe sọ, ṣé ìlú lé, fún wa lówó wa, ànówó, wá sọ wá di lazy youth. Now, ẹ sọ wá di lazy youth.
Thank you so much. There is something I'm trying to bring up that is giving us or keeping us a little bit delayed. But share the broadcast. I will talk. Thank you very much. Once again, good morning to you, good afternoon to you, and good evening to you from wherever you are watching from. And this is Maiyegun Live. If you look around you right now, you might see people who are behaving abnormally. They are Lagos Abobakus. Okay? All those ass lickers, ass kissers, crumb eaters, crumb chasers, all risers, umbood slaves, sophisticated morons. They are running mad right now. One of them, in fact, two of them, threatened me today on MaiyegunsDiary Politico on Facebook. Just don't come to Nigeria. If you come back to Nigeria, you are a dead man, said one of the Lagos Abobaku, who is currently, God knows what they are going through. Because today, the Supreme Court of Nigeria, where the cowards in APC, Egbekegbe, thought they could use to muzzle and then force Buhari to do their bidding. The Supreme Court today couldn't decide because the drama was pure joke. If you read the transcript of the submission of the lawyer representing the Tifnumbu, you see the people who took Buhari to court. Now Tifnumbu fight. El-Rufai and the rest of them believe they are fighting. So Tifnumbu took Buhari to court. Even though they are seeing themselves one-on-one, the coward couldn't tell him. So after when I read this transcript of the court case today, I was like, oh, it was a pure joke. And because of that, the Supreme Court that they were expecting to help them temporarily legalize the already illegalized money. So they had to walk out of the place with their heads bowed in shame. But you know, you can't really shame the shameless, right? Imagine APC, person where they support APC, after all of these shages, all these years, telling you that Supreme Court today will shame Buhari. The same people of the same party, this Olori Burukuso. So when you see them around right now, whether on social media or physically, Baba, pressure tiwa. So what they are doing now is that they are giving their own interpretation in order to further few more days, just few more days, to deceive their wearies The lunatics, I want you to this the weary. Majority of you. Let's take a look at it this way. You have been in Nigeria for 7.5 years. You agreed that Buhari has done so well. People are dying. Everything is dying. Yet, you kept supporting him because you believe that you are Shiris. Will one day shout, "Ẹ̀yin ló kàn, ẹ̀yin ló kàn." Now that it is just few days before ẹ̀yin ló kàn àbí ẹ̀yin kọ́ ló kàn, person will be the man where you don't defend for years. Shamelessly today is the reason why majority of you are turning to egberes on social media and everywhere. I sympathize with you. Ẹkún lẹ́gbẹ̀rẹ̀ ń sunkún o. Ṣé you get? Tó bá dẹ̀ jẹ́ pé bẹ́ẹ̀ àwọn alálẹ̀ tó nílẹ̀ ẹ máa sunkún yẹn kú ni o. Ṣé you get? Wíṣì tèmi nìyẹn o. Bá táwọn alálẹ̀ bá dẹ̀ sọ pé no. Ṣé you get? Wípé mi tẹ̀ mọ̀ ilé báyìí put ẹ̀ bá wọn alálẹ̀ gan lè disagree kò yẹ kó dà fún yín tó bá tálárọ̀ bá ní kó dà fún yín kò yẹ kó lọ́sàn gbà. Tọ́lọ́sàn bá agree tó gba bribe alálẹ̀ ó yẹ kó bá ti yín jẹ́ ni. 7.5 years. Thousands of people killed by terrorists. Thousands more languishing in the hands of kidnappers. Economy of Nigeria tanked. Unemployment skyrocketed, became the biggest in the whole world. Ẹ wá bọ́ sórí fọ́nrán bí tẹ́ ti ń bára yín jà, fighting yourselves. You are now looking for somebody else to vent your anger on. Àbí? Ní jèrè ẹ̀dẹ̀ ní kúre o. Ṣé ń gbọ́ mi báyìí? So what then happened is that they are blackmailing people to now, right, agree with them that Buhari is a failure because Buhari's failure is about to cost them their lifelong dream, which many of them are actually walking dead right now. So they started saying, by Tuesday, you will see it is still legal. And people are saying, hello. In one of the court transcript today, the lawyer representing Buhari and Malamu, right, was telling them that, my lord, sir, my lord, sir, even all of you who sit down here, you have stopped collecting the old notes here in this Supreme Court. The people that changed the money, they are not part of this case here. My lord, sir, my lord, ma. And everybody was just laughing. But outside the court, the Egberes that are blaming everybody for what is about to befall them. Oh. Are you with me? They are now interpreting that the money is still legal because part of their campaign, or same political party, is that the first thing that Tifnumbu is going to announce, the moment they declare him as your president-elect, is to cancel this. But why? Why are they so kind of enraged about money? Baba, few days ago, we were talking about cashless election. Magorael, fake money, old money. They are waiting for they expected the Supreme Court to say they are extending it so that they can use that to further rob their Shiris, Ajiyajes, that are now trying to bite everybody on social media as if to say, Nami, you will see God will shame you. No, is that not the same way you predicted that Tifnumbu will be beaten in your primaries? You will see that you will sit down there and Tifnumbu will be declared your winner. And after that, in court, You will continue with what you already have. There's no gainsaying. See, when people are threatening, I've said this to many of you. Okay? Some of us, we have zeroed our mind on everything or whatever happens in your elections. Because as long as it is still a Nigeria, trust me, you will never ever get any better. And listen, it's probably not mostly because of maybe most of the aspirants, most of the candidates and the rest of them. It is Nigeria. Remember that. Whatever they are telling you right now are purely what you want to hear. And it seems that they are probably doing that better than one another. But Buhari became your president twice. And today, the same Buhari that you said once he become the president of Nigeria, Nigeria will be so great that people like Maiyegun will be put to shame. 7.5 years you kept saying that Nigeria will be great, Nigeria will be great. Today you are asking Maiyegun, or some of you are angry that Maiyegun is happy that that Tifnumbu, your Agbero leader, took the person that you said will make Nigeria great to court because Nigeria is about to explode on his head and it's going to cost your Kolu his lifelong dream. So who is crying then? What do you think you're going to be doing in all of this? Mostly yourselves. Of course, yourselves. So their Supreme Court, looking into the case of APC, Egbekegbe, versus APC, Egbekegbe, the reason why they are more interested in this money is because, without them spending this old money, as well as the fake money, plus the police, military working for them. My heart gone. She make I no lie you. I have saved countless videos, memes, pictures, photos, everything that I'm going to use to illustrate the agony that majority of you, Tifnumbu, Agbadomaiti, are going to be what? To be experiencing. You know, it's going to be like a joke all day, all week, all time. So all of you know what is coming for you. Okay? For 7.5 years, you enabled a government, what do you call it? A tyrannical government that also enabled the terrorism that they unleash on a country that brought you to the precipice of a complete breakup. And because it's going to cost Kolu his election or something, then all of us should probably start crying. I'll tell you why. They have done about 17 rallies or campaign for Tifnumbu in Lagos alone. You get that? 17. They will close down shops. They will close down stores. They will close down parks to mobilize people. So they did a grand finale yesterday in a place that somebody who is meant to be God, that every resident should be so grateful that in their lifetime, Kolu created Lagos. Unfortunately, they are also being mobilized with the fake money, old money. And that exactly proved that the 2.7 trillion naira that they said some politicians stashed for 2023, Kolu alone, only God knows how much is in his kitty. These guys were moving money in vans across Nigeria. They call them logistics for their structures. In Lagos State, 2 days ago, one of them, the governor of Ogun State, Dubious Dapo, threatened the banks and businesses in the state if they fail to collect the old notes. And immediately made that threat. They started mobilizing and started moving money out of the government house. Right? You saw the video of some of them who collected the old money. And they were not sure if they will be able to like change it or what have you. Dubious Dapo told them that all of them should take the money to the banks. And if there's any bank that failed to collect the money from them, they should destroy the banks. Now, the one that came to the head is that of Shagamu. 4 people have been identified as those who moved tens of millions of Naira, old Naira notes, cash into Shagamu local government area. And they started sharing the money to the people. So a lot of people got the money. 5,000, 10,000, 5,000, 10,000, you know. So immediately, and they were telling them, the banks will take them from you, go to the banks. They will take them from you, go to the banks. So people besieged banks in Shagamu. I mean, you know what happened? The banks didn't take the money from them. They started destroying every property, everything they saw. It was massive. This is how to instigate the violence, which is going to be the next phase now, since Supreme Court is not letting them do it. Yesterday, they did the Tifnumbu's grand finale in Lagos. Can you believe that your aunties and your mamas and the rest of them in that same Lagos that Tifnumbu created gave them everything? That everyone you see around there is so grateful that Tifnumbu is their leader. But guess what? They don't even rate them. They still have to give them illegal money, fake money. After standing in the sun, in the rain, shouting, I can't be, walukon. They marched them back into their, marched them back into their BRT buses. And they started handing them the envelope. Guess what's in the envelope? 3,000 Naira. 3 pieces of 1,000 Naira old notes. You see all the crowd you saw at TBS yesterday or so. Every single of them is paid. Every single one of them. And if you are doubting me, let me show you this. So don't be surprised, okay? Now that the Supreme Court said that the Supreme Court didn't say anything anymore, and they couldn't get anything they could rely on, even though they have no local standing, they have no ground to charge or sue Buhari. If they couldn't talk between themselves, and they put the entire country, the entire Nigeria into this suffering and hardship. Do you get that now? Supreme Court knows that it's a complete judicial joke. But to add to your confusion, right? From tomorrow, you may begin to see loads and loads and loads of people besieging banks in states like Kogi, in states like Rivers, in states like Lagos, in states like Ogun again, in states like Kaduna, in so many other states that are APC controlled states. Because as we speak, what they have done is that they have, in a way, mobilized this illegal money. They've mobilized them across all their states. and they are ready to share them 10,000 naira, 20,000 naira to the people of their state, and they will direct them to go to the banks. Do you understand? So currently, if you have old money in Nigeria, right, they have a process where you can swap the money, but the process will require you explaining how you come by the money. So the process of changing your old money, like it doesn't mean that your old money cannot be taken anymore, okay? But the banks that will take the old money from you means that you have to go to their central bank website. When you go to the website, you fill a form there. After filling the form and how much you want to put in your, how much you have as old Naira, right? When you submit the form, they will generate an automatic PIN number for you. That PIN number is what you have to take the PIN number, your ID card, the money, the Naira, old Naira note you have, you pack everything and you go to your bank. So when you get to your bank, you present this. So then after 3 weeks, okay, they will get back to you. In fact, if your money is under 500,000 naira, you go to the bank. If your money is over 500,000 naira, yeah, you do the same thing, but you have to go to the central bank in your state. The process is simple, but that's not what they want. They want to pay people. They want to buy election with that money. So they want something to make it look like it is legal. They don't want anybody saying, doubting it. Currently in Nigeria, if you have the old Naira notes, people are now buying new notes. So if you want to buy old Naira, if you want to buy new notes in Nigeria, yeah, for example, if you need 10,000 Naira, people are being charged as much as a 5,000 Naira old note. So this is what you do. If you need a 10,000 Naira new note from anywhere and you need to buy that money, then that means you have to give the person 15,000 Naira old notes, and they will give you 10,000 Naira new notes. So currently, people are buying Naira, and they used to buy dollar. They are using Naira to buy Naira, old Naira to buy new one. And this process is, I mean, as well, when people told you, this is not about you, this is not about economy, no, this is not about any old money or new money. It is because they need to dispose of this money. And if they don't use the money for this Saturday election, if it's old, then they would have to like bond the money. Because two things will happen. If Tinubu becomes your president-elect, yeah, they will heave a sigh of relief. Do you get that? Now they will be like, at least we can still keep the money and get the new one, and we won't lose much. If Kolu loses the election, the politicians that are telling you that you should keep the money, don't worry. They are now flooding their state with that old money as we speak right now. So don't be surprised if protests start from tomorrow across Nigeria because of this money. They are everywhere as we speak. So what they will do is that if Buhari remains stubborn and it goes ahead with what is projected or being expected to do, like with the whole thing, immediately after the election, and if Kolu loses, every one of these people that are telling you that don't listen to anybody, if anyone fails to collect the money from you, call us, go there and spend all that stuff. They know they won't come there and do anything. You know that. You will be on your own. A lot of you will have to keep the money as souvenirs. Because when you look into the process of having to change the money, the whole back and forth, you end up giving up. And because of this politics of APC, as if to say the confusion of changing the money for political reasons this time, as if to say the reason that has caused so much economic ruins and damages as we speak right now, as if that is not enough. APC, is also telling people that they should not listen to their own president. They should not obey any kind of anything anybody says, but they should listen to them. Because the only gamble they need is that the moment Tinubu become president-elect, every person that failed to collect that money from you, will go after them. And that's typical of APC. So do you understand how they are actually like banking on you? Since whatever they played behind the scene didn't work. Whatever other lobbying they tried didn't work. Now they have to bank on you. That is why you will see a lot of them right now. They will be blackmailing you, okay? And if you should watch the line of their comments and all of or whatever, you don't waste your time replying them, because as it be so, now only one last consolation remain, and that is to buy time. If they move protest across Nigeria from tomorrow, and it gets to a stage that the soldiers that they told to calm things down begin to really act even like a harder, arresting and then getting everyone, Baba, by Friday, the plan is to force the hand of Buhari using the popular popular protest or something like that. So they will now say, with this whole thing going on, we can't do this election on this Saturday. But if Buhari remains stubborn, I can tell you free of charge. Okay? As for Tifnumbu and his camp, Ishanti Korti. Now, last minute fight, everybody there as we speak. So if they come around and they start biting, trying to bite you, just tell them, oh, Benima Konramomi, Imikoni Buhari. Just tell them, I beg you, no, put your frustration on me. Buhari put the whole Nigeria in frustration for 7.5 years. You were shouting, Sai Baba, Sai Baba, Sai Baba, Sai Baba, Sai Baba, Sai Baba, and you will conquer your enemy. Your enemy will be put to shame. Now, all of you are his friends. You are dying of hunger, dying of frustration, in silence, in shame. But because you are shameless, you are looking for who to vent your anger on. You are looking for somebody to blame, somebody to abuse, somebody to attack. Shut up your mouth. Where's your papa? Baba, we are not talking about my papa. We are talking about Tifnumbu versus Buhari. That's what we are talking about. God will shame all of you this Saturday, including Buhari. You start with him. The first person, your stupid God, Nigeria God, that your stupid God. The first person that your stupid God will need to first shame, is to shame Buhari. And you cowards, for the first time, just make you smile small. And at least just smile for 2 days. Sure you get. Because if they say, Tifnumbu is now your president-elect, you will celebrate, you will jump here and there like you did when Buhari was declared. Abi, how did your life end after your first celebration? What happened to your lives after the second celebration? Now that the second celebration is about to cost Kolu, it's a life, the life biggest gamble. You will have a konramimi. Na me you won't come face. Na me come be the problem. I no be part of your delegates. I no be part of your voters. So I no be the one who change your money. I am not the one who is hiding or hoarding your your fuel. I am not the one who ruined your currency. I am not the one who destroyed your jobs and your businesses. Okay? I am not the one who devalued your currency, devalued your nation. I am not. I am not the one, right, who has a chance of keeping you safe, protecting you, but ignored or abandoned you and left you in the hands of terrorists that chased you out of your different homes and chased you into the refugee camps. They don't care. I am not the one who failed to fund your education, get your lecturers, get them paid so that they can open your schools and keep your academic calendar accurate and then up to date. I am not the one. I am not the one who ruined your medical sector, where the criminals continue to budget billions for your medical sector in Nigeria, healthcare in Nigeria, only for them to end up receiving the same medical care outside Nigeria. I am not the one. I am not the one that is sabotaging Tifnumbu. So say that to anybody that is trying to vent and put their frustration on you. As you are seeing right now, no one, I am telling you this, there's no group right now in Nigeria that is more prayerful as the Tifnumbu Lagos Abobakus around everybody. Pressure tiwa. Remember that. Somebody can't go jump inside. When they say pressure day, One boy can't go jump inside one go jump in front of Kolu's convoy. Do you think everybody in Peter Obi where you could just go do that, go say, take pictures, they say, find hope. Why do you call somebody where they just manage in hunger? I'll show you one video in a moment, right? Take a look at this again. Can see what they turned our own our people into. Yorubas. See what they turned us into. Fake money. The woman owed the money was like, how much you want to take this one by now? For example, tell me, if I have 3,000 Naira old notes, how much new notes can I buy with that? Anybody? I'll wait. After they saw the video where and the picture of young Alabi, that boy from Ibadan, who had to drop out of school to help his mother, in Lagos. After they moved from Ibadan to Lagos, he was working as a carrier, somebody who helped people to carry, to carry their loads from markets instead of being in school. So Peter Obi's campaign was passing through his neighborhood. When I say his neighborhood, where he was carrying load for people. A young boy that should be in school, right? So he stood in front of the car like that. And I think Obi removed his scarf to say, to him. And that picture quickly went viral. Wow, hey, where's the boy? I want to bless the boy. Obedient are kind of emotional people too. We need to touch this boy life. This boy life must change. Omo, everybody, they started looking for the boy. When they found the boy and his mother, they turned him into an instant multi-millionaire. They've raised over, well, I don't want to give a figure, but they've raised millions for the boy, contributed millions for the boy. Others have taken, adopted him, that they will see him through schools, university and all of that. But person will rule Lagos, the person that created Lagos for 6 days and rested on the 7th day. But he can't realize that when they were creating Lagos, they forgot to build hospitals and equip them. To the point that they had to carry him like a dirty body all the time, like in this air coffin, ambulance coffin, air coffin, to anywhere all over the world to go and fix one or two things wrong with him. Mashio. He was passing and the boy probably saw the whole drama around young Alabi, Yusuf Alabi, what's that boy's name? And so he go jump inside Tifnumbu's and somebody did say, you see this boy, if to say he's in front of Tifnumbu, now soldier go beat him, they shoot him, the guy if he don't die now. A lot of people laughed. But it's actually true. Because yesterday, as they have forced their mothers to go and stand in the sun, shouting, I can't be Yoruba, with 3,000 Naira old notes. This young boy wanted to reenact what he saw with disobedience. See what happened to him. Because they are mostly agbero, some more thugs. So if I tell you that these guys don't represent Yoruba, just look at their utterances. Just look at them. If you see some of them in their 50s, those are the alaye bajes that are mostly negative tribalists. They are those ones who always give us the name. Yorubas are tribalists. Yorubas are this and that. Go and check their age. Go and read their comments. They are like in their 50s. Those are the people they raised before Nigeria went for civil war and the propaganda of the civil war. And they are fed with those that no matter how educated they are. And unfortunately, those are she-raised. They also have children. Imagine when Olori Brukus are reproducing. They are humans too. Sure you get. They are humans. Well, read their comments. They are those alaye bajes that mostly ex-drug dealers themselves, ex-fraudsters themselves, or ex-owada. Where's him? Any shop we lola. You know, go open this shop tomorrow. If I come here tomorrow, kilo de lushi alapama shishe. So they are mostly the crowd. So instead of people to be saying, you know, like all of you go, they sound like ambulance. Wow. You hear wow. If you replay the old thing, it will be sounding like a wow. You know, that kind of scene. Oh, I'm so teary. Oh, this brought tears. You know, if you do it with Agberos and Kotuma, that's what you are looking forward to in Nigeria. You will see Shege. You want to show Maiyegun that Tinubu will become your president, tell me. You show me. Sure. You will see Shege. And there's other Abolori Buruku lele ni. Person where they show love, small boy, they show love. Say, hope. You know that thing that you say, hope. Yes, hope. Abolori Buruku ni eni ori moto to move for Lord dress iwaju e. Se were lele ni e gbadanu. You think I'm lying? You think I'm exaggerating, Abi? I'll leave it on a loop again for another 1 minute. Meanwhile, in Abuja, they said they should start signing the last chapter of the peace accord. When on social media, if you see any Lagos Abobaku, if he is not threatening Igbos, it will be blackmailing his own Yoruba brothers or threatening them. And you know, one of them threatened me today. Let's see if I still have that picture, because I was like, look at this weary. Something we be say, as corrupt as Nigeria is, by just giving some of your policemen, if I give them your picture, give them 100 pounds, which is likely about 100,000 naira. If you enter ground, they go find you. You will think that you are part of the Boko Haram members that they are looking for when they get you. Even if Tinubu will deny you. That's what I told him. I said, Olori Buruku ni. Some of you, you know, get sense. On social media, you are defending politicians, and you got it so bad that you started threatening people for them. I'll show you the guy. Look at the guy. See his face. No enter Niger. If you enter Niger, you are a dead man. That's the man who told me I'm a dead man. That's the thug. Tinubu thug, who said I'm going to be a dead man if I come to Nigeria. They are all running mad right now on social media, so be careful, so you don't get beaten by mad people. The next 72 hours, it could be like Third World War. Everywhere. They are stabbing people. They are attacking people. They are going everywhere. They're threatening people. That eventually, last noni. Last noni. Baby opayin. Noni. Is that not the life you have? Even if you don't pity it, if you don't have any pity for yourself, shouldn't you pity your children? You're threatening your Yoruba brothers and sisters, threatening the Igbos, threatening left and right, and you want to rule Nigeria. Can somebody just go out and say, I regret sharing the same nationality with these Olori Brukus, but Olori Brukus, they're everywhere. This one's just, they are just special and different species. I'm only saying this because when this whole thing ends, it's not going to be limited to you. We know you are violent, okay? In a lawful country, majority of you will be in jail. You know that. But Lagos, the breeding ground for the street thugs, Oceans. Do you get that? And no thanks to Tifnumbu. Will make you think it is absolutely right. Because Lagos is Nigeria. I mean, I don't think some of you actually know that Lagos is not Nigeria. Jobless alapamashishes, freeloaders. You blame everybody for your problems, but you're not looking at the real one, yourselves. So they drag Kolu to Abuja to go and sign peace deal. But I don't have the video. Some said maybe he actually thumbprinted, or they made sure that there is no camera to capture his hand and the signature. You know, normally if it's in America or in the Western world, right? When they are signing that, yeah, they will just go there and say, okay, let's see how he's going to sign. Baba Konbere say ni ya drawing be more 2 years old to me. But I didn't have the video. Trust me, when I get that, I will show you. Okay. They went to Abuja to sign peace deal that all of them will be peaceful. They are not going to attack anyone. So I put up a joke on MaiyegunsDiary Politico when I got this image. And I said that, you know, Tifnumbu probably introduced himself like, hey, Obi, importer, exporter. Is that you? And that one will be like, yes, Elder Kolu. Bala Blue. Then Obi will respond with Bulabasa, Bulaba, Blue. Which is, how are you? I'm very well, sir. Thank you. Those guys came there. They won't eat me raw. In this other image, when I shared that on social media, I said, Ewa modan tori long, like it don't tire. Some people said it's actually a joke to say, you know what I mean? Like, Kolu is sitting down there thinking about his life. What is it going to be like? If this whole thing no work out this Saturday? Like others said, no, he's sitting down there, right? Thinking like, what am I doing here? What is going on here? You know, but I got attacked. This is the image that got those Charade to say I should not come to Nigeria. Okay. But they signed a peace deal, which I have the visuals for. So take a look. So they were all there. Atifku, Obi, Kolu, Showore. Showore. Showore look presidential to me. You know. Same as Obi as well. Well, Kalu look like somebody they say, give elderly share, let him sit in the front because, you know, drama good day. Anyway, let's go further. Still talking about their election, if it's going to be peaceful or it's not going to be peaceful. On record, these are their INEC verified data concerning their elections in 2 days. But before they left the peace signing deal in Abuja, violence already started elsewhere. The violence is all about polls. Yesterday, I told you that suddenly we have started seeing the polls that are now suggesting that Tifnumbu would win. Others said Atiku will win. But Baba, it has turned to the battle of the polls. So far, so good. Apart from Obi, other 4 candidates are also going to win, including our own vintage Shure. Let me show you one. This one is well, you see the people who conducted the poll. This one is Atifu's poll. According to the poller for Atifu, he will win and Tifnubu will come second. Obi will come third. And Kwakwanso will come fourth. Shure will make the cut. So, without delay, Kwakwanso did his own poll too. And this is the result. So, Kwakwanso is going to win the same 38%. Kalu is going to be second. Obi and Atifu. Like I said, nobody has monopoly of madness. Here is another poll for Saturday. This one is powered by Sorosoke. This one is Election Monitors of Africa. Kwakwanso poll is Election Monitors of Africa. Shure polls is NSAS Youth and Sorosoke Generation. Shure will win. Kalu will be second. Atifu will be third. Obi will get 12%. Shele Madini. I was seeing everything everywhere. And it can't be like, say, now the same percentage, all of them go get the winners. 38% Shure. 38% Kwakwanso. 38%. Where's the other one? Atifu. The rest are allocated all for this Saturday. Talking about allocating an election or allocating votes that are already going on as part of the madness that will call finally lead to the charade. It's not funny. Let's be honest, right? I'm only trying to make it look a little bit smooth. Stop laughing. I bet. Yeah. Now, one hunter, they go farm. I'm not sure, maybe now hunter or wine tapper, but they said hunter in Anambra. Right? The person, they go farm and they found a bag. This is strange. A bag on my way to the farm. That's strange. But guess what? When they carry the bag, they say have your voter's card inside. Meanwhile, before then, INEC Nigeria announced that they are canceling some polling units because there is no voters there. There are no voters who wanted to go there and vote. And there is this trick. Whenever, if you have noticed, whenever they want to release any data about their elections, INEC would use tiny, what do you call it? Numbers. You go have to be like that, like Sabinus, to be able to see what's inside those numbers. So they will now write big grammars to explain what is inside that tiny. They said because people are not interested in voting in those places. Sure you get. So they remove them all over the country. But guess what? As they remove everybody, systemic rigging. It's called systemic rigging. Now the discovery where the hunter found in Anambra Bidato. No, it's old card. Maiyegun is a fake news. Then nous song. And still put my hand for pocket. I say I won't come up bed, eh? If tell me say na red, na blue, na black, she de farabale. It's not that one where they found in this okay way. That's different. That's not the one I'm talking about. No. It's not that one. This one happened just yesterday. I mean not today. It no matter, but it shall still fresh. Because I have the follow-up. So calm down. I won't bring out the bird. There's no point in what do you call it? To be guessing like that, okay? So the farmer have been at the hunter. But person who they hunt for days now. People they hunt for day. Well, it doesn't really matter, okay? Let's cut it short. He found a bag. Now your voter's card they inside. And they are actually the 2023 election voters card. When they opened the bag and they started looking at the names, they figured out that they are from a particular part of Anambra State. Guess how many of those voters cards are in those bags? 500,000 voters cards. By the time people started looking further, they found out that INEC already removed. The INEC already removed all of them. All of them from the polling unit they removed few days ago. As the polling unit that people are not interested in voting. 500,000 in Anambra. Those ones are asking, where is our voters card? Where is our voters card? You will give me my PVC. Baba, you know go see more. If not for that hunter, by the way. All of you, others, you may never see yours. Long story short, the hunter didn't forget to record the video. Let's start from this one before we go to the next, and to the next, and to the end of it. Your voter's card inside somebody's farm.
Not be small thing, people of God. Now this is Authority FM in Newi, the premises. One hunter don't go pay plenty PVC when they do for side account meeting, carry and come Authority FM premises. As it be so, all the plenty PVC when they for a year, way pass, if you don't reach 1 million, no, belong to Newi North. The ones who don't check, now Newi North people now get this PVC. May for tell everybody when Sabine, your friend and friend when we shall, the copper people when no see their PVC. May they find and come Authority FM compound and a person see the people when bring a call, they can't come Authority FM premises. As it be like this now. These PVC they were compound. Now the people who pick and be this, they carry and come, jump and they say they pick and faka milli. And all the ones who don't check, all of them and they will not. Umudim more of Umudim people, Okwe logo. Now here they can't jump and more. In case if you don't find your PVC go, say they say no see if you waka carry and come waka come Authority FM, come begin check and if you carry check on shao, you got plenty. Go fine. If you see your compound person own, go carry and send them. Now the people who bring a come be this. And at the bag when they take wrapper, it means say don't say. They wrapper for inside this bag we don't dirty like this. Put her inside the booter. Control. God, which side say it's yourself?
I can't really move.
For side the bed now, I can't really. What you call side?
The hunter.
Okay. Ebe Ijelu hunting carefully. Okay. All right, better people. My name is Namaki, the area mama, the one and the only. I made all the reports from Authority FM compounds. I does the report and I see just shown and this evening.
Thank you, area mama, for that report. We glad to you. Well, it doesn't matter. So people reacted. social media is such a very powerful tool. Sincerely, when people got the news, this was yesterday or thereabout. I mean, yeah. Almost they mobilized the owners. Now so they started telling them what happened.
I'm not that called that. So I had to help you. So if I see make it out, I know I'm on the chair. No, if I feel that maybe I have to go. Then the book, the level of any man that appear. Then the group of wood. Oh no. Now, I got a notice. But I guess that's not mainly. No, what to. I waited I confirm one is you know what to. And what to I won't move in. I am alright to what to. Even though I will be moving. So I went side here. Can you tell by Bascon guy because I don't have on direct since. One direct getting water to the bullet. Police said to water bullet. And they have a human night. And I will a few days to election day. So I was sent back. What you have as well? I was so get a book of well, I don't ever. About how to have this morning. We can't go miss Shaman. I forget about fear. Rest, I forget about cover here. Yes, I forget about cover here. How to get back cover chair. And the since high over 30 minutes. Say I can man die here, but won't die from. I never seen sound ever. I don't manage to stop too much. So, I'm going to go. Now, if I recover with us here, can you phone talk I may? I'm back here together. So I'm back to go. Mother, oh, I see Maya. I'm going to do about 15 villages. And I order. But I'm mainly head back at our sea. I want to have mainly Omegu, Umezena, I can't meet it, Umudinqua, Obuno, what to and other. So always some autorogacy, few of autorogacy.
From what I deduced from what he said or told them, after they found the bag and they found that they are actually like the voters card of people they know. So they decided to start mobilizing the people and give it to them until one local government chairman of that local government came and said, no, don't give the cards to anybody. Let us bring INEC here to come and confirm if these are new cars that they still have on their system or their old cars of dead people. I say, what do you mean? The owners are here. Give it to them. So the guy continues too. Let's listen to other.
I'm not that called that. So I had to help you. So if I see make it out, I know I'm on the chair. No. If I feel that maybe I have to vote. Then the book, the level of any man that appear. Then the group of wood. Oh no, I make us get out to vote. But who will get out to vote? Who will get one side? That got one side. Need more with you. Among you guys, among that group, what kind of mad now? What kind of mad now? Yeah, that's all. Shouldn't guys don't let hold on. But I saw don't let back. 1 2 months. I can be one side. Some workers one side. One side.
So that's them organizing themselves now to start sharing their cards, as you say. And they started sharing. I still have something I want to say, but I'm thinking, should I say them now or just give you the other part? Then I'll just give you the concluding part of what they are doing. Then we'll go to something else. I think I should let you see the concluding part. Here is what happened after. All between yesterday and today. That's them sharing the voters card that INEC couldn't give to them. There is this, what do you call it? There is this virus or an epidemic of ignorance that is becoming the norm these days, okay? And I think once in a while, we should be kind of, rejigging and refreshing our memories. Or should I say, refreshing our minds so that we don't end up in the cesspool of ignorance and then die in that ignorance. It's unfortunate that uneducated or miseducated people are mostly the loudest that you have in Nigeria. Unfortunate. It's such an unfortunate thing, but I'll tell you. You see, if to say there is no problem with education in Nigeria, you all agree that there is problem with Nigeria education, of course. If there's no problem, there will likely not be this level of backwardness in Nigeria. Education says, or should I say, common sense says, if you are called a country, it simply means the, what do you call it, the amalgamation of people of same background, supposedly, which is not that of Nigeria. If a lot of people are, or should I say, if Nigeria education is not destroyed, you are not going to confidently say, because you want to rule Nigeria, some people in that your own they're supposed to be people of the same country, should go back to where they come from. Now, illiteracy, they cause them. And illiteracy does something to people. It destroys them. It blinds you, then it destroys you. Today in Nigeria, you have a country that people are forced together, live as one, but with different backgrounds, different languages and the rest. But they are told they've got no choice. Or well, so it seems. Now, right before our very eyes, for example, majority of those who are today trying to blackmail you because of Tifnumbu, this same set of Omoales in Yoruba land, because of this disjointed Nigeria, that their ignorant mind didn't tell them that Nigeria is not Yoruba land. Yoruba land is inside Nigeria. So if you are okay with the law of Nigeria, then you must be very okay with everything that comes with it. But they were mocking those who were saying, Yorubas deserves better. We do. Not later, not tomorrow, not next year, not today. And we know that those who are holding our people down for Nigeria to do this to us are no other people than our own people. But look at it this way. These criminals, these Omoales, they want to rule Nigeria. That the Igbos, should not be part of. And at the same time, should not leave. So in their warped, foolish minds, they were mocking the Yorubas that have become victims of this same APC. They were mocking the people and screaming, Yoruba nation ko, Yoruba nation ni. And because of the same poor education in Nigeria, most of these Mashamfanis, Olori Bruku Ashiris, when you mention referendum to them, they think you are talking about breaking bottles and shooting guns. And immediately, they will start sounding like the worst of the worst illiterates. And they are proud about it. That you are demanding for your own nation out of an existing one does not deprive you, one, of the citizenship of the same place. And if you renounce your citizenship, there is actually process that you have to follow and say, I don't want to be Nigeria anymore. Until you do that, asking for your own nation doesn't make you an enemy of anybody except the political Oshins, the lazy, jobless political angazons who live and feed off this same political system that has left millions impoverished beyond their imagination. But they love it. So now that their hope of ruling Nigeria, where the Igbos will not be part of, but they can't leave, they are now trying to blackmail their fellow Yorubas that they wished Nigeria killed and jailed. And, some of them are still very much, there are some of these Omuale Ashiri, Alapamashi shares in Yoruba land. And just some of their uncles and aunties, they never do well. Olori Brukus living abroad like them. There are many of them that are now like, they were mocking, they were happy. They are still actually laughing. That they killed people demanding for Yoruba nation. They wanted them killed and jailed. So Tifnubu will do the same thing. They will, I mean, the same Tifnubu who is a Yoruba man, who has never, not for once, ever, not anywhere in any statement where they are discussing about Nigeria, and they said Tifnubu made this statement for the people of Yoruba land. He never, and he would never, because that's not him. So they are now trying to blackmail the rest of the Yoruba. So look at it. My name is Badero Olushola. I'm an Ijebu man. The Ijebu man. I am a Yoruba man as well. Okay? A red-blooded Yoruba son. And trust me, if I am given an option to choose between Nigeria and an independent, between Nigeria and independent Yoruba nation, I won't blink. I've told you many times. The process, the peaceful process of an independent country, out of a country, is a political process. It is a political process that will eventually lead to a referendum, right? But until that happens, whatever Nigeria does or whatever happens in Nigeria affects everybody who comes from that place, whether you are living there or not. If you are educated, that should have made sense to you. But some of you are just Oloribu Ashiris. It doesn't make any sense to you. Because to you, that small Lagos is Nigeria. And therefore, everybody. And that's where you are making the mistake. But you could actually have that in Yoruba land, where everything that happens in there, have no any third-party interference. And you won't have to fear anybody that is a non-Yorubas. But you, Olori Burukus, will be worse than the South Africans that are killing their fellow Africans anyway. So you want one Nigeria. Then you have to live with wherever comes from. Everybody from everywhere in Nigeria, as they say, is Nigerian, Abi. And should we be able to live anywhere in Nigeria, Abi? So the point I'm trying to make is that I live in England. I mean, I live in Britain. And in Britain, as you all know, okay, is sort of a textbook definition or sort of, a real-time description of what Nigeria should have been. Scotland has been asking and demanding for independence for the people of Scotland for the past 30 years. The last 25 years changed the whole game and brought them back to this limelight you are hearing today. And what happened? The young people in Scotland, young and old, they were tired of the old system. The old system, which was the system of the Labour and the Conservatives, old as their union. So they disagreed for the people of Scotland to leave Scotland. Then the people of Scotland must first rule Scotland the way they want to rule Scotland. And then they would then lead the people of Scotland out of Britain. They are still on it. I know we have had the charlatans. We have had the other, loudmouth illiterates who have sort of abused this process. But for everybody who knows the process of obtaining your own independence or even an autonomy in being a part of an existing country, is a long time process that shouldn't deny anybody any right. In that same, you can choose to be part of the election. You can choose not to be part of it. I choose not to be part of it anymore. And I have my reasons. Right? So you don't turn around and then pretend to be educated. And then you're asking stupid questions like, I thought you are for Yoruba nation, as if to say you actually wanted the Yoruba nation. And most of the people who ask that, by the way, when people ask, but Maiyegun, I thought you are supporting Yoruba nation. Trust me, they are Tifnubu supporters, the same people who wish that anybody that they see campaigning for anything Yoruba nation should be killed. They say it in public. They still say it till now. So what do you think? They are saying it because they said Tifnubu is Yoruba, that represents Yoruba. But guess what? They will be so happy. In fact, they will do it themselves and start killing their fellow Yorubas. When Tifnubu become your president, they will start attacking their fellow Yorubas for asking for Yoruba nation So even Buhari was afraid to really come after us, per se. But these criminals, because it's going to affect their political ambitions, they allowed them to come anyway. Go and kill them. Go and attack them. We are not the ones, we are not interested in anything Yoruba nation. We are for one Nigeria. You are Shiris that are actually pro one Nigeria are asking people who are bold enough to make their own choice, open enough, and be able to even talk about them enough. Why the rest of you are languishing in the self-inflicted, unfortunate existence that you've got. So yeah, once in a while, I need to remind you that if Nigeria was working, nobody today would be fighting to leave Nigeria. You get that? But Nigeria killed millions of people just to keep the contraption together and keep the rest of the survivors, the poor and the poorest they can be. How does that even make you? Injustice, lawlessness, impunity, state profiling, and then poverty, corruption, terrorism. These are the things that have contributed to the almost dissipation of Nigeria right now. So who are you blaming? The people that are reacting, or you Olori Brukus that are the enablers? So listen, whether you like it or not, Nigeria has a way of reminding you that Nigeria is not for you. And guess what? Your criminal leaders are doing the best job in dividing Nigeria. I've told people, a single gunshot may not be fired before Nigeria will break up. I'm talking about when everybody will go their separate ways. They are doing the job, right? I'm going to take you to another one. This time around, I'm going to take you to Kano. You know, everybody is doing their own, they are doing their own different, what do you call it right now? Poll. And they are underrating Kwakwanso. But something happened yesterday. Very, very, very shocking. And that is when Kwakwanso said all of the PDP structure in Kano have all decamped, abandoned PDP for Kwakwanso. I'm not joking. They said about 10,000. These are not members. These are executives from state chairman, vice chairman, executive secretary, all of them for state, local government, all of the 44 local governments in Kano. All PDP, there, everything just packed. Kwakwanso. Meanwhile, there is already, a brewing rumor that Kwakwanso himself may actually, he's doing the job for his own 2027. However, to hop the game and then make a deal with Tifnumbu. However, Baba, I'll take you to Kano. Omo, 10,000 exco, no members. If you see a Tifku right now, I beg, hug him. I'm not saying you should cuddle him, just hug him. He's probably going through a lot right now. 3 days to this, no Naira, no Kano. Kolu. Okay, let's go to Kano. Wasu magun kanan suka fake, abu oga tafiya a bisa, wasu mota wasu ma a kasa, sauraken kwakwa mu fasa, kowa zai samu kar a rasa, na Kanawa ɗaukin ka muke, ga dai ja shi za mu rike, Kutilawa shayin ka suke, sai ma sun yi gudun fanfalake, maza masu kada dai su sake, don Musa ai haka kake, nasarori Allah ya rika, darajoji an baka duka, ga dawa sauran mulka, kafin nan sarki a daka, abu ga fita mu raka, shiri mun dau a daka, kwankwasa turmi kake sha daka, kalli gida din ke baraka, da ta kago duka an waraka, moka oga hannu ka saka, kai ne da gida kai ne da daka, kowa ya taho kai za ya raka, za su ka tafi da kake, kaja sun ja sai dai su saki, motsa kasa babban duguji, namijin zaki ka zarce gwaji, ka ci dubu ko da a aji, ga oga matasa ku tara,
ilimi za a yi an daina ba.
Zamusa. I don't even know what they're singing, but I kind of like, the tone, right? It's like, anyway, let's go to River State, where Werewike is so hungry. He is fuming. He is screaming. Betrayer! Betrayer, betrayer, betrayers. That's what Werewike is shouting now. So he called a meeting recently. And he invited the local government chairman. If the election should hold on Saturday, I want each of you to deliver 35,000 votes each. Everything is going to Tifnumbu. But Oga, why? Oga, you said Muslim ticket is evil. You said that presidency that is going to be for Obi. Shut up there. Shut up there. I didn't say that. But yeah, I said that Muslim ticket is evil. Yes, I said that. I said that. I said that the Muslim ticket is evil. I didn't say that I'm actually supporting Obi. Let me tell you, Obi is good. Don't mind my life. Don't mind my voice. My voice, okay? I actually wanted to talk like that when I talk about Werewike until I won't be able to talk like that anymore because I'll start coughing, right? Please don't mind me. Yeah, I know. Yeah, you're just being cheeky. I know. Maiyegun, you're just being petty. Just talk normally. I know. I said I want to talk like that. Maybe just to annoy you anyway. Because if it annoys you, I know it's because you are with a weakest person, right? Equerely to Hitler. He actually said this that I'm about to tell you. He told them, he said, Obi is good. But we must do everything to align with the center. And I don't want you to go and elect somebody that is going to jail me. Okay? I don't want to be somebody, you know what I mean? So it's for our interest, for the center. That is why we have to make sure that you deliver for Ashiwaju. Now, the problem now is to actually carry out Wike's instruction. And to let you know this, right? I don't know how Rivers State people or Port Harcourt people, I have never lived there, but I don't know how una be. But if I have to follow what many of you have actually expressed on social media, we go show Wike that day. Baba, be careful, oh. I'm not discouraging you. Una know una self, okay? He told them that they have to make sure that every one of them deliver their polling unit. And he doesn't want to see any vote for PDP. No single one. He wants to make sure that Atif could not get anything there. But that's impossible, Maiyegun. Okay. That's what we're about to see. They are chasing people with guns. No meeting. Anywhere they say they are trying to organize a meeting somewhere in anywhere in River State. They would have to put people outside to be watching. In case some people are coming, they will say, they come, oh, everybody will have to run. That's the situation in River State as we speak. Because he has ordered them, but others are saying that Maiyegun live story. Everybody will say yes to Werewike. I said, when people say that, they are obedient. Obedient are like, who go show them on Saturday? I say, okay, good luck. But you actually want to hear those guys after meeting Wike? Imagine, Werewike's boys. Wike coward, he can't come out and say it himself. They said that he is now calling Autumn a betrayer. He is calling Ogwai and Ikpeazu betrayers of G5. Those ones too are saying Wike betrayed them. That they are now hearing that Wike has already made this deal with Tifnumbu as far back as September. Even though he was still dressing like them, he was still leading them everywhere. They are still meeting and talking to people that were. They said Autumn said the reason why they didn't announce their candidate was because Wike told them that if they should announce their this is not me. They said Autumn said that 4 out of 5 of them automatically agrees that they should just probably just go for Obi, except for Seyi Makinde, who said it doesn't think that we'll be able to say that to people that Atiku and the people there, that is people who believe that if they are not going to go for Atiku, they should just go for the Yoruba man then. So to them, they are still finalizing until they now hear that the deal was already done since September. The rest was just drama. Everything you have been seeing all this was just drama. But Wike is so scared, because that's the word I'm going to use. You Maiyegun saying Wike is scared. Scared of who? He is scared of what will happen to him. And that's exactly what he told his boys. He believed, according to he said, that with the deal that Tifnumbu offered him, he will still be fine. After Buhari, I'll take you to Port Harcourt so that it not going to sound like but this one like gossip. Are you mad? Who is gossiping? See the guy.
PDP, power to the people. My leader, you have all said it all. Before, I don't know what you said. I want to strongly obedient. But for real, politics is all about interest. Many of us might not reach PK, and we are reaching you. And reaching you, we have reached PK. Yes. And you have never disappointed us. You have given us information that this is where the train is moving. On behalf of the unit leaders that are here, I believe, and personally me, supporting the motion that we will all deliver Tinubu from 2023. PDP! PDP! Power to the people!
Our motion has been moved and seconded by 2 persons, and it has been adopted by the entire unit leaders in Ward 7. And if we say unit leaders, that means that the entire world have adopted Obi to be, have adopted to be. So I therefore urge every one of us on Saturday, 25th of December, 25th of February, to mobilize a mass and mobilize all our people, all our supporters, all the members of the ward of Ward 7 to come out and give Ashwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu our vote. So please, that day, I'm expecting minimum of 35,000 votes from Ward 7. And we are going to deliver that Bola Ahmed Tinubu. At the same time, we should also know our senatorial candidate.
PDP, power to the people. My leader.
Minimum of 35,000 votes from Ward 7. And we are going to deliver that Bola Ahmed Tinubu. At the same time, we should also know our senatorial candidate, the person of Orwell Yeso. When we vote APC for president, which is Bola Ahmed Tinubu, we should vote Orwell Yeso for senator for PDP, and our own you win, I win, okay Chinda for PDP, on 25th of February, which is next week, Saturday. This week, Saturday. Please, let's try the best we can within our reach to ensure that we come out en masse and mobilize in full. And make out.
Yeah.
And make out.
Yeah.
Now the youth be that too. Those are the kind of people that you see. You call them honorables. My leader, my leader, sir, honorable sir. Even me, Maiyegun. That you have my face, you have my voice and everything, right? And you know that I've said many factual things about these criminals, Abi, and their agbero, social media bandits, Facebook adsmen, that are threatening me. If tomorrow, okay, I just put shame aside. I say, oh yeah, I told you me the appointment, and I say, Maiyegun, they don't appoint that Maiyegun as a special advisor to the governor on climate change. You know, I don't know anything about climate change, Abi. I'm not a professional. But if you give me that portfolio, you go to see them. Congratulations. Some of them will start saying, I knew that this guy is going to be very useful to the people of Olushi. Moti join one here. I just buy everything. I will just carry my red passport. Leave you there. No be so that they treat you. Now so in a life, now so most of you, now so in a life so terrible and so worse off. Now no even they think calm. There is no amount of whatever I say. If tomorrow, and you will see some, they say, we need to protest. I know this guy. This guy always criticizes our government. This guy always criticizes Ashiwaju. This guy is enemy. I say, shut up your mouth. We need him. We need him. We need somebody like that. Now so they congratulate me. Old men, young women, they go to kneel down. They go to bend down. They go to prostrate. Honorable Emawole, sir. Honorable, sorry, sir. Honorable, sir. Honorable, sir. Sorry, sir. Excellency, sir. I want share and yelebi. Now can come around and they talk because of these rogues. I get more chance if I want join those who are making your life miserable in Nigeria. If I want join them, I come join them. Strangulate and ya share yelebi oni ya. Una go see, say, honorable sir. How are you, sir? God bless you, sir. I respect this man, sir. You will forget everything I've said about your criminal leaders. By your initiative, budget, so then those way they take you serious, They're not supposed to take you serious. Here you get. Because you get this guy and Dunwoko. There are clips where he was seen with some school students or children, university students, right? And they said they came for consultation. You know me, I like content like this, just to pile it up and complete this series, yeah? Let me take you to Abraka. I've been a worry, it no matter. They say this guy went there to talk to them about a thief coup. Okay? And this happened. I told you they are your karma. As you are sitting down there right now, you see, let me tell you something. Today, yeah, I finally fought it, right? I bought my food just 2 days ago or so, but I didn't have the strength to go and prepare the food. But today, I prepared my for legusi, very spicy, okay, with the garnished grounded, what do you call it? The grounded, grinded catfish as seasoning inside it with goat meat, ogufe, and then egusi, lokishi. What else is there again? Ugu. Then on the other side, right, I grilled my catfish. I already grilled that last night. So this afternoon, I prepared it. So what does that tell you? I am going to be here, right, reporting how una go do na self, whatever you do to yourselves, whether this Saturday, whether next Saturday, whether next Saturday, it doesn't matter, which means I have no worries. But that same thing cannot be said of majority of you Egbiris, Lagos Abobakus. It can't be said of you. Everywhere. When somebody, what? No, I didn't say anything. I thought you said something. What? Baba kilo de gan, she elai gan noni. She were yin ti bere ni. Kilo de tara yin o balẹ̀. I'm just thinking about Saturday ni. Allah, I'm praying that Asiwaju will win. I am praying to all the prayer. I have done. See, I am doing fasting and prayer now. I am doing. See, I no get problem. That day, I will make semo. I will make rice. I will eat fruits. I will check all my channels. Look at what you are doing to yourselves. I'll be one of those that will be first to update you what is going on everywhere too. Remember, at the end of the day, before I go live later, I will make another semo. Eat anything, I have no worries. Now they worry. Now they pray. I don't get prayer for anybody. I don't get prayer for any of you. Just do what you want to do to yourselves. Then we will see if Nigeria go remain or no go remain after that. Whatever happen after that, Baba. If you survive, we go there here, they discuss them too. She go hear any, she will get any. Do yourselves as you like yourselves. Just make sure that whatever they are going to give to you, I beg you, no go collect old money or fake money. Because as we are right now, the pressure wall everywhere. Like say food go be better. They offer you food to collect them. May you no go collect fake money. Double sold your destiny as you have been doing, and possibly like your parents did before you. And you are doing it right now. And unfortunately, you want your children to do that, but we won't let you. We won't let your children do that to themselves too. That's why we have Yoruna Union. Have you heard about us? Yoruna Union. It is the next battle. Here you get. If they give you food, collect them all.
They need palliative. They need palliative. Nobody said anything.
Tinubu Gari.
8 years.
They shared it in Alausa.
They shared for 8 years. 8 years.
Tinubu beans.
8 years. They were going. So they're going to use this one now for 8 years.
8 years. They came to Alausa offices to share Tinubu beans. Don't go. It don't go better. It don't go better for Tinubu and Shetima. They came to Alausa to share it. No wahala.
Yesterday, I told you something about people who said, Maiyegun, you should stop cursing the people. Maiyegun, you don't need to curse people. Say I know they curse people. I am only just reminding the accursed that they are cursed. Now every day they curse you. When I just get so many of you just get mind. All of the rada that is happening in your life, God knows how many of those courses that you are sharing every day. Every day, millions of people like this. So, they see food, they go cost you. They no see food, they go cost you. Cash day, they go cost you. Cash no day, they go cost your government. Road day, they go cost you. Road no day, they go cost you. Light day, they go cost you. Light no day, they go cost you. This unfortunate NEPA. May them take this lights now so that we go get the light for evening. This one that they left the light since morning. Light they will still cost you. That's how much people actually hate all of you who are dipping your neck, your long neck inside politics because of free money, free food, appointment, this and that, attacking people. And like this, they cost you every day. So me can run you late in like this guy, you give them food, they still cost you. You give them food. They're supposed to be praying, Abi. They need
palliative. Nobody said anything.
Tinubu Gari.
8 years.
They shared this in Alausa.
They shared for 8 years. 8 years.
Tinubu beans.
8 years. They were going. So they're going to use this one now for 8 years.
8 years. They came to Alausa offices to share Tinubu beans. Don't go. It don't go better. It don't go better for Tinubu and Shetima. They came to Alausa to share beans. No wahala. Oh yeah.
Now the one where they record be that too. Imagine other million people. You remember that time where they said that Buhari became deaf and dumb. You remember that time that they flew him to London? Now Benue people, just Benue people alone. They say every morning they will wake up. You know that time that the Fulani terrorists are killing people in Benue, slaughtering people anyhow. Yeah, dead body here and there. Buhari, when they ask you, I don't know, I didn't know, I don't know. They say, when person no deaf, when person no blind, you are the president of the country. Look at all of this thing going on. You said you didn't know, you didn't know. God knows who told them. They said every morning, they will, before, every morning in, you will hear this cockcrow. Kukuruku. Kukuruku. That kind of cock crow. For Benue, now every mother say, Buhari, Buhari. And you know that, I don't know about you, when I was growing up, my mom would tell me, every time I have this ringing here, like, that kind of deafening ringing sound in your hair, like, listen to somebody, they call your name. When thousands of people are calling your name, including dead people, people will won't die. We they say like, all those nonsense. When these terrorists are macheting people they shout Buhari, Buhari, Buhari. He got deaf and he became deaf straight. Sure, you remember? I just thought I should remind you, even if it make any sense to you or not. Now, so that they cost all of you, but most of you don't know the cost of your costs. You are cost. Whenever you go everywhere and you face the people that APC, PDP have done shege to, and you look at them and you tell them that they are ungrateful, that they are still alive. They are, they wish everywhere. They share for you. Some of you don't know. The Lord repent. That's Dubai base. I know a lot of you you have questions and all of that, right? You see those people where they dump their voters card inside gutters. That's what they do in Nigeria. But let me tell you how it works, okay? In Nigeria, one of the reasons why I choose not to waste my time or encourage anybody to do to waste their time by getting involved in the Nigerian politics and all that. Even though, except they bring guns and bombs. Even after that, people will still have to get involved to change something from what it is to what they think it should be. And that is why I don't want to fault. I've never faulted the obedient, and I try to educate everyone that not being part of them, right, is fair enough, okay? But you can give them a benefit of doubt, because if you look at everybody that have risen up against the establishment from 2015, right? They have been met with violence, like violence never seen before. The Shiites, they were met with violence. Thousands of them were killed, slaughtered by this APC government, right? Everyone that ever, stood up, the revolution now, you know what happened to them? Shot and killed and jailed, right? The Biafrans and the IPOB, you know what they did to them, you know what they are still doing to them. This violence way is the easy way of these cowards in government of Nigeria. But you know something? It's a pure waste of time getting involved in their stuff. But you still have to do something if you are not comfortable with what it is right now. However, when I was still in Nigeria, I participated in their politics very well. I was even like offered the youth leader of PDP back then. This was about 15, 14 years ago. So I left Nigeria 11 years ago. So I got to know a lot about them. And trust me, if you're a smart person, it's not really going to take time before you'll be spotted. And that's exactly what they do. They will spot you, attach you to one politician, give you an appointment, one fake appointment. They will say, you are a PA, you are a secretary to this leader, to that. That's how they will say they are grooming you. So they will groom you to become the dark-hearted Olori Brukus like them. Anyway, cut the long story short, I got to know a lot about how they do things. When all of you are going about to go and register to vote, great, go on. Oh, yeah, take your picture, take your fingerprint, take all of that. You finish with all of that. The INEC will tell you, the voters card are going to be ready on so date. Get ready to go and collect your voters card. But behind the scene, yeah, the same INEC in different part of Nigeria, especially from my own part that I know of, most of them were recruited by the politicians themselves. The jobs they are doing there were given to them by the politicians. So they hold them. So before your voters card gets to you, it goes to them first. Yeah. What they have to do is that the moment INEC cards arrive in that local government INEC office, these INEC officials, they will pack as many of those cards as possible, bag them, and take them straight to their favorite politicians, who will then pay them handsomely. Also, what will then happen is that they can then start, you know what I mean? The first thing is, one, if those cards, if one of them is yours and one of them knows you, so they will ask you, have you seen your card? If you say, no, I haven't seen my card though, they will ask you that, yeah, sorry, but who do you want to vote for if you have your card? If you say, I am going to, if I get my card tomorrow, I'm going to support party C, you will never see your card if their party is not party C. But if you say, now party A now, what do you expect? You say, okay, I'll see what I can do. I can help you find the card. If I see it, I'll let you know. So they'll go back to their leaders. Okay? So they will write out names of those that are ready to do their bidding. So they'll go and give them their cards. All right? Some said that they write out serial number. They stop deceiving yourself. There's nothing like that. What happened is that you need your card physically before your card can be used. The rest is the work of multiple thumbprinting. But over the years, right, they started using card reader, which means you have to be physically present to use your card. That didn't stop their rigging, so, okay? The process is still the same. If you are not going to vote for them, then there's no point in you having your card, so you won't vote for anybody. It is a rigging process that are carried out even before the election day. It is normal. Like many people will tell you, it's a normal thing. In fact, the same INEC also help those politicians, right, to create their own polling units. Have you ever thought of that in Nigeria? Yeah. INEC will have official polling units. Politicians, they will also give INEC their names. As election is coming right now, all those polling units they printed out, don't be surprised if more than 20% of them are fictitious and fake, but they are in the INEC system, registered in there, put in there by the INEC themselves. Politicians put them in. Now, what makes all those special voting centers? They don't exist. In fact, some of them, when you look at the polling center, they are inside the politician's compound. You won't believe that. Well, you do, if you have been following them, right? So all these polling units, they are special. They are not like everyone you know regularly, okay? Now, what they do is that in those polling units, they will now allocate, they call it loading. Loading it. So they will now load those fake polling units with fake voters' numbers. So what does that mean? They don't need voters' card for that. Just INEC and the politicians. The INEC will provide the ballot paper. You know what I mean? They will say, okay, oh, you are inside the palace of Oba, only share of his share, or the palace of, Igwe Kuratashi of Ogoni. Inside this palace. So every ballot that they will allocate to that place, they may say, okay, voters inside that place, so they have 3,000 voters. Oh, they have 2,000 voters there. So that means those are the free printed ballot papers that will later find their way into the main ballot papers later. Sure, you get. This one is different from the one where you do yourself or where they encounter. These are the ones that the boxes they will bring in, and they call them collation center at the local government level. And that's where the magic is. Then they created beavers. So beavers is meant to mean that if you have your card, you have to have your card. You have to be there physically. And the card reader must read your card. Okay? Before they will now give you a ballot paper to vote. But they have also created another rigging plan, aside that, for this 2023. What they are doing is that by law, that beavers card must not record more than, must not record the total votes. Sorry, the total votes must not be more than accredited voters. If total votes are more than accredited voters, they will cancel the election in that place. So now what they are saying is that since they cannot take your card, if you think they are taking your card because they want to print another card or they want to print your serial number, man, you are listening to some of the dumbest people repeating the same thing. Maiyegun is true, Charade. I know your type. How many times have you read that everywhere? Oh, they're asking for our serial number. They're asking for our PIN number. They are asking for all of that. Those are just demo, ordinary demo, to make sure that they could come to you, right? The real thing is that before those of you who have your cards, a lot of you that will never have your cards, they have them. So they said that, they will just allow people to vote without accreditation so that when they start counting, there will be more people voting than accredited voters. Because if they say, the machine cannot do accreditation, let them vote. They say that's part of the rigging. As majority of you are looking for your voter's card, others are asking that you should go on social media or go online and print it, or go to business center and print it. Now, I sit down for here. When they tell me, say, then drop my own for Niger. And my voter's card be this. Guess what? I didn't ask for it. As I am sitting down here, I think if I still look into all my documents, I'm still going to see the printed, the printed laminated paper copy. I did not write to the INEC that I want a voter's card. But guess what? God knows how many years. I left Nigeria 11 years ago. And then that means I participated last time in Nigeria election 12 years ago, 2011. With a temporary voter's card. But I beg you, now politician, a brother who is a politician, found my card inside their stash, and he took it to my house in Odogbolu and said, well, voter's card baba kofore. We know say the guy no like no get any interest in anything Nigeria. But I just thought I saw it in our other stash area. I said, because it's useless to them. They said, Maiyegun, I know they use your card to vote since 2015. Maybe your card is even part of the card they take vote for Buhari. INEC should have my card. In the UK, you will never find any of your identification card elsewhere if it's no longer in the hands of the authorizing the granting authority. Is that what they are called? The authority that gives you the ID card. That means you've lost it. Then you have to report to the police and say, I lost my ID card. Well, if anybody see any of my ID card anywhere, voters card, well, we don't have voters card in the UK. It's useless. You don't need it. But millions of voters cards are in the hands of politicians in Nigeria, even for this your election on Saturday. How do you think a any sane person would actually want to believe in such a system. No wonder the obedience says this one is make or ma. If you are looking for your voter's card, thank you very much, Charade. The issuing authority. I get a lot of people here where they help me. If I want to do call you on the side, they will just say, Maiyegun, they will just give me shoulder. I will just start up again. I say, thank you, Charade. Issuing authority, the INEC gave my cards to politicians in Nigeria. And I bet there are thousands more in their hands. It is no longer useful. You don't have yours. You are going everywhere now. And they are telling you that they can't find it. They didn't print it. Of course, they did print your cards. They've given them to them. If you are not going to vote for Kolu, you are not going to use it for anybody else. That's the drill. Yeah, that's how it's done. And the desperation is very, very, it's getting worse and worse and worse every day. It's getting worse. PVC processing office is getting worse because Aisha Buhari tweeted something where we say, no, not be Twitter. It be like saying on Instagram. On Instagram, Aisha Buhari went on Instagram to share this. Person will be your Dubai-based first lady. He tweeted this due to correct, and it is actually fake news. Can you believe that? Aisha Buhari from Dubai. So central bank had to like clear error, fake news. So this is the original. This is fake. So they had to debunk the message. First Lady of Nigeria misleading people on this issue of new Naira, old Naira, kilo day. So, and I also got this. I don't want to alarm you, sure you get, but it won't be a good thing if I don't show you this. When Tinubu become the president of Nigeria, at least one of the religious fights that is going to start in Yoruba land is this Sharia. There are people in Yoruba land that want Sharia to be implemented in Yoruba land. And with this Muslim tickets, eventually, Tinubu has received what they call the proposal or demands. So it will start from Lagos State. And Lagos, all of them are like Faji or more. Now, to they start demolishing club houses, and at the same time to start telling you that all of them, where they go, they pick up a kube for your babe, for Yaba and everywhere. Say, oh my, my park that. Oh yeah, oh my, Sharia ni o. You go as you have Lasma, as you have Loma, as you have which other one do you have other thugs you have on the roads in Lagos? As you have all those ones, you go get Sharia police. Say, oh, why shogun la ye ni concept? Kilo le to gbele torí Ọlọ́run. Then from there, they will mobilize same to the rest of Yoruba land. Sharia, is that what we are going to actually have to face in this Tinubu time? Religious face-off. Remember, none of them believe in any of this religion. No? Sure you get. I just thought I should tell you. And the proposal be this. When the fight starts, make una no come here, come they say, Maiyegun, my Sharia in Yoruba land. I beg, explain it to me, oh. Alaja Olajire, Princess Balogun, you dey do your 5 prayers every day, Abi? Who else is there? Alaji, Alaja from Yoruba land o. Ẹ ṣàlàyé ẹ̀ fún mi kó yé mi dáadáa o. Ẹ wá sọ fún mi bí Sharia ṣe máa rí nílẹ̀ Yorùbá o. So that I can start preparing o. And then maybe you should start telling us how you are going to gaslight us o. Especially all of us that are going to reject it. And we are going to do a lot of campaign against it. In any part of Yoruba land, there will be no Sharia. We know you will do your best as well, because Sharia, but Sharia nílẹ̀ Yorùbá, Muslim ticket. I just thought I should let you know, so that you don't start acting up later. How did we get here? What is going on? It is already cooking, oh. And Kolu, the sick Kolu, demented Kolu, he probably won't even have a clue when the whole show starts going down. Brothers will go against brothers. Sisters will go against sisters. Families will go against themselves. Communities will go against themselves. Streets will go against themselves. And that's exactly what they are cooking. When somebody said that when Kolu become your president, just know that it will be over for Nigeria. I believe. I just thought I should tell you. Building and cooking what we call a religious face-off, only for people to begin to attack themselves to prove that one is right, one is wrong. Sharia in Yoruba land, Sharia in Lagos. I think Bombio for the first time. Oh. So I'm going to go and make myself a cup of tea. Now, when I get back, I'll take 1 or 2 calls. Then I'll go to bed. And I'll sleep sound. I'm fine. And if you are interested, stay back. Don't go anywhere. Like the broadcast. Subscribe if you haven't. Again, sit back and stay back. When I get back, I'll take calls. And that may be you I'll be speaking to next. I'll be back. Hello there.
Ayé àbá.
Oh, got you.
Brother, mi ló sọ, you know sẹ́lẹ̀. Sẹ́lẹ̀ àbá.
Adeyel.
How you doing, àbá?
I just did. Me, except for those who feel like I insulted them. But me, just minimum joke.
No mind those ones. I dey see how the rubbish they talk.
Yeah,
you get one guy.
I don't everybody now. Like, if you say anything, I say, what did you say? What did you say? Me also kon kilo de ten gbo mo mi. Ṣé èmi ni Buhari ni? Èmi mo ṣe nje owó ni. Kilo ten konra mo mi. Esa kilo de ten konra mo mi, you know.
Baba, the point is Yorùbá máa ń pòwe kan. Wọ́n ní ẹni tá bá nà lára máa ń ta.
Lóòótọ́ ni.
Their body dey pepper them die.
Now then they pray, so make God answer their prayer. One of them said, I'm just praying that God will answer our prayer on Saturday and shame this Maiyegun and say, Ọlọ́run máa gbàdúrà yín o, because ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ yín Ọlọ́run máa kẹjá hypertension ló máa pa yín dànù tẹ́ bá gbọ́ pé Tinubu ò wọlé o. But for me, máa ro sẹ̀mó máa jẹ sẹ̀mó irúmọlẹ̀. Seriously o.
Baba, you know what, man? If you say it's possible for me, I go post my fresh fish and yam pepper soup I won't do down.
Tell me about it.
Yeah?
I know it make sense.
After work. No, I didn't work.
Yeah.
If I close from work, when they come back, I don't go right for. I don't tell my daughter, say, see what I want you to Saturday. Mo fẹ́ fi ọ̀rọ̀ wọn pa mí dín ní. Ẹ tó bá mọ mí ní Yorùbá ẹ̀. Election wọn yẹn. Last Saturday, if I did come back from work like this, my first week day inside freezer already. Yam day. Come on, bam, say, super, alata to bad, to lata goni.
Yeah.
My joke about me, the big stars, me, like, me, see how me, the bamera, ni backing back, and I say something. No, the business no free. I didn't tell you what I want to do for that election day.
So now somebody got to tell you, say you go get hypertension if Tinubu win or if Tinubu no win, like well, all right.
See, most of them go get stroke after this election. If I go mark them down, you go just hear some people they get stroke because Nigeria no get database. You know, go let us know how many people go get high blood pressure. How many people will just fall sick after Saturday? Do you understand me?
I'll do it to you.
Because if you check out, how you go tell me, what you say, nothing like say, Mufelogba, once I dey work, then they pay my wages, I go holiday for Nigeria, I do my holiday for Nigeria, they don't pay my salary for my holiday for 4 weeks inside my account. They don't come out all my bills. I don't transfer them where I go transfer, give my wife for the office for house. I don't get my remaining money there. So you can't tell me, and I don't come back, I don't begin start my hustling again. You can't tell me, say God, you can't tell me, say God will kill me. But you share one long thing, another 4 or 5 days. You can't tell me, say God go shame me. Inside me, and you God won't shame.
That is about to destroy you in Nigeria.
See, you see those people. I feel one idiot. I don't know. See, might make me ask you. I make come and say, I won't know the name of that. So say, if you send me the name of that guy, where they chasing you, I make that comment. You know, because I feel one afraid something when you post that thing for Facebook. When you talk, say, this Maiyegun said, instead of you to come Nigeria to come and tell us how we will take you and support us, like the abuse person will reach your papa. As that person just the boom, people just the bombard them. I just look that guy. Go look the guy profile. I look the guy. Look all the picture we even post. I even look. Something.
You know, say that because say somebody like me, I don't be violent person and I don't support it and I don't encourage it and the rest of that, yeah. Do you know people actually have to like most of the people will get in touch? I mean, they will just message me. Sometimes like Maiyegun, say you want more go find the boy. Sure you get. I'm talking about those who are like they are police in Nigeria, soldiers. You know, I mean, I don't know. I don't even know why they kind of want to.
Make I tell you one thing. You see most of them, Baba. See a back fine, o man yi on lopolo ni o.
Kò sí rombe.
Mad distance. See, if too much of hungry catch person, we no get way forward. The person that's in the alone, na mental problem. Most of them, as them they so, Baba, Kolu we even get dementia, better pass most of them when they follow all this Kolu, Politico and all this. I tell you, young people, Baba, they know they think well. I tell you, forget. Not true. I tell you, Baba, you know now. See that because when I did Nigeria, that's 4 weeks for Nigeria now.
I mean, we are chat as well. You're telling me that, Baba, light a lie, Ilu break. People are suffering. People are struggling.
Baba,
and it's like they are the breaking points. But as you think so,
Nigeria, you know those knockouts,
Yeah.
You know those knockouts, those bankers, who would they shoot, when would they small?
Yeah.
If they feel like red like this, if they get one rope on top, we can't spark matches, can't light up. They go, they burn small. If you don't burn reach the last end, they go come explode.
Yeah.
Baba, now the condition we are meet Nigeria last month when I did Nigeria, even though most people, even when I say, Princess, I they come Nigeria, she no believe her. Even most people say, when they talk, but boy, I'm good at the program, Maiyegun go come for my area there for Kenya. And they even believe anybody go even challenge me. Instead, Baba, they come beg me 5,000, 2,000. How do they look there? Same people, and they tell you, they know they think well. Baba, poverty, and people here, want to fear at TB, want to fear your follow. And they tell you, as princess, I don't see matured man. I've stand in front of my place like this for Kenya. Yeah, they say, a matured man, they no pay 7 months salary. I call princess, for video call. They say, I need to enter. Now, vest I wear and shorts because the weather day hot. I need to enter inside house, go bring 5K, give the man, ask princess, write my phone number, give her. Matured elderly man, a week before I leave. For inside street, for place like Ikeja, they tell you. I don't go tell you the name of the street online, but off process know where I did. Now off alley. You understand me? So go imagine people who can't they live for like Abule Egba, Songo side in Kong, waiting in the pass through. You know Ikeja, Baba, who they believe in a big
Ikeja, the capital of Lagos. Ikeja, Baba, we know how it be now. Yellow man, that big particular. Why should not the brook cool and we anything bassoroni? Like we know what we are talking about. We know how it be. And all of you know what it is like in that man. So, but social media, you are telling yourself that you are living in where?
I want to start, Baba. I want to start Guru Deshu. But you want to start,
pow.
I just tell you. No, they surprised. Say that your voter's card, Then go take and vote for Kolu. If to say
they don't use that, they say maybe they don't use that, but I don't get it. It's in my possession now. It's not with them anymore. Sure, you get. But they say maybe they don't use that. Anyway,
then go and vote for Kolu.
Make her take another one. More.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
The Yoruna Union, our registration.
Yeah. Princess, don't tell me.
Nice one. So Yoruna Union has been officially registered in Nigeria. So if anybody do anything with us, we will take you to court. Now we'll go sue ourselves. We'll go fight, like, you know what I mean? All our members are now going to be protected by Yoruba Union. So if anybody touch anybody as a member of Yoruba Union, right, then you have us to actually fight. But we're coming to that. Hello there.
All hail Biafra, all hail Oduduwa.
All hail Biafra, all hail Oduduwa. My brother, how are you? Oh, I'm so happy
good.
you
I'm good.
mentioned that. I have a message for everybody in the UK. If you are an IPOB member, a Biafran in the UK, there is a message for you. But bro, please continue.
Yes. Yes. Salute to you as always. Great presentation for today. Continue to enlighten the people. The Stockholm syndrome is crazy. So I say everyone grab your popcorn and watch the show on the 25th. It's gonna be a bad one.
Thanks, man.
Many people, I try talking to let them know what's going on. These people will fight me, especially one individual. Oh, don't talk about my country. I love my country. The same person that called me last weekend, trying to find a way to relocate out of that.
Really?
So,
somebody was shouting that they love their country and they want it to, it's going to work and blah, 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 blah. A lot of them are just hypocrites, Baba. A lot of them. They are working. Some of them have their visa applications submitted, at different embassies right now. So if Tinubu becomes their president, they will be the first to jackpot. A lot of them have application right now. They say they are looking for student visas everywhere, right? In their tens and hundreds of thousands, they are flooding out of the place, right? Hypocrites. Well, go on. They want Nigeria to be better, but they want a visa invitation from you, right?
Exactly. But it's just ones and thousands of them, many of them the same way. But long story short, no matter what, the country is going down. It's going to break up. We're all going to have our own freedom in terms of our different nations. But those that still believe in this one Nigeria, keep dreaming on. It's never going to work. Whether Tinubu wins, whether Obi wins,
it doesn't change
even
anything.
Jesus comes down and runs for election.
Bro, people need to know that it's not changing anything. Injustice, impunity, as well as state profiling, things, lawlessness. This, you know what I mean? In fact, their 1999 constitution as well. These are ingredients of the imminent breakup of Nigeria. So it's just a matter of time. You can't continue like this and expect that Nigeria will last another 10 years like this. Ha 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 ha.
No, it's impossible. It's impossible. I don't know. Later on, I think I might post something.
Please.
In your link. A friend of mine did a video about it, explaining everything and the whole economic warfare, of what's going on, and people didn't believe it. And the funny thing about this, I did not be kind of mentioned this 2 years ago before he was kidnapped.
I know.
That everyone should take their money out of the bank. And they thought he was crazy. Look at what's happening now. You can't even get your money out the bank. Bank literally...
They should try and make that make sense. Like, you have your money. There's this devaluation of your money. But now you can't even access it. Now you have to start buying money before you can actually be able to buy food. Papa, they should make it make sense.
Yes. I wanted to just, touch bases with you. Just keep on the good work. I support you 100%.
Thanks, man.
Never deviate. Never sell out. I know it's not in you. You will never sell out.
No, it's too late to sell out now. No, it's actually too late.
Yes.
You know what I mean? That's what people should know. Except when somebody don't really value what they have actually worked hard to build. So it's too late for anybody to even think, that Maiyegun may be. No, come on. It's too late. We are in this until even if we die doing this, those who will leave, they will carry on with a real clearer, you know what I mean? So we are not giving up.
We can't stop. We can't stop. We will never stop. All right.
So much, man.
Talk to you later.
Cheers, man. You have a good one. All right. So I have, you see this message on your screen. okay, is the coming, call it a protest and call it a rally or whatever you might want to call it, right? I will call it a mega rally, as it is stated on the flyer. So it's going to take place on the 24th, which is going to be Friday, this Friday in London, Southeast Zones and UK, you know. So hang on. The venue will be number 10, the usual. And then every lover of freedom, supporters of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Biafrans, IPOB members, and every member, the general member of the public are all invited according to this tag. I'll repeat this again some other time, okay? Hello there. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, sir. How are you?
I'm Maiyegun.
Baba.
Good evening. How are you?
Good evening to you. How are you?
I'm good. And you?
Well, I'm fine. How is it going? This number is from where, if I may say?
No. Actually, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. It's my the number I usually use anytime I go to that zoo.
Okay.
That's zoo called Nigeria. I'm so sorry.
No, it's all right. I mean, I was almost confused there. Like, but this voice sounds so like familiar.
I'm so sorry, my brother.
And this number is like, when they say, this face no match this voice, and you can't get confused. Like, okay, but I'm glad you discovered that early. So how are you doing tonight?
I'm fine. My sincere apologies. I'm sorry that I'm sorry about that.
It's brilliant. So yeah, go on.
Yeah. So I think was it?
Sorry, I don't think I got that.
What was going on in Nigeria?
Okay, yeah. Go over.
Here we go. This is beginning to be more interesting, just like I said it. That I just getting to the crunches of the whole thing. So the aspect of the Naira redesign and the fuel tax when the APC government
and the rest, Supreme Court, the judge, and all of that stuff. The drama.
I just said, the consistent thing I said to myself was like, oh my God, what an implosion going on in here. These people are literally...
I mean, can you actually believe that a ruling party, they are going into an election in 3 days' time? For the past 2 months, there has been chronic fuel scarcity, and they are unbothered. Now, in the last 2 weeks, it's been war for people to access their own money. They are unbothered. But no be juju be that, because I don't understand. Are they actually going for election? Is there going to be an election? Really? And they are expecting themselves to actually be re-elected. And Baba, Okoja Oyemi, as they say, it passed my own brain. Oh, I'm still trying to figure it out.
But Michael, it all speaks to one language. What is the language? It speaks to the language of the fact that these people are not only just dysfunctional, they are just all about themselves. If you look at the pattern, even when the issue of the Naira aspect, we're not even talking about the fuel tax, the Naira aspect, how in the hell can anybody in Nigeria, in their right frame of mind, see what is going on in real time? You are watching governors literally standing toe to toe to their own government. They are their own government, their own policy of the same party. And then they are the same ones so loud, making so much noise about this so-called Naira redesign. And then they are the same ones taxing, going to bosses, giving people money, doing this, committing the same thing. That's the same policy that they have already laid out. And yet, Nigerians from irredeemable Nigerians will go and vote with people again.
Like imagine, Ken, right? somebody who is supporting APC, we are all witnessing everything going on. And that person is upset or angry that somebody doesn't like Tifnumbu. Like, I mean, how could you not understand? How could you separate Tifnumbu from APC? How could you even come to the public and say you want to fight somebody who's because they said they don't want to have anything to do with Tifnumbu, they don't want to have anything to do with APC, they you know, like, mad people plenty for that place. So 70 million mad Nigerians, they said 70 million, no, sorry, 140 million mad Nigerians. 70% of Nigerians, they said they are mad. Not me. Their own professionals said that. And nobody has debunked it. Their Minister of Health said it. They haven't debunked that till today. 140 million Nigerians mental. That makes sense.
Well, it's like you said, Maiyegun. I mean, how do you want to? Well, yeah, your statement actually just points out exactly what it is. But the big question for me here is this whole drama is that, I mean, Nigerians will say they are going on the 25th this Saturday to go and vote for a president. Nigeria will say to the world that they want to elect something, they want something different. But, you know, it's really sad that you and I and everybody in the Temple of Truth actually been saying it from the beginning, that this Charade election is not because it's just a Charade election, but let us look at it. You and I know this. Let us look at the root cause analysis. How in the world, whether it's Politico, Jagaban or Jagawiri or Obi, how on earth are they going to run Nigeria with that evil document, Maiyegun?
There is something. See, there is something I discovered, right, Ken? Yeah. Number one, there is no how. Nobody can do anything with it. Forget it, right? But there's something I discovered, which I somehow kind of do think about it. You see, the level of power that fake constitution gives to an individual called president in Nigeria is unbelievable. It is unbelievable. And that is why, right, sometimes when they said that Obi no get
structure,
you know, get structure, and then even if he wins, they will make his life hell. The National Assembly and all those stories, right? Because Nigeria is a dysfunctional place. The truth of the matter is that there will be no single individual that will actually pose any single threat to Peter Obi anymore when he has that power. You see that northern Nigeria they are talking about? I know a lot of us have fancied that word a lot. Like, they're no one. Jonathan said, right? If he used just 10% of the power that their fake book gave him, it will become an overnight tyrant. Yeah. However, you see, if they should close their eyes like this, go up, go up, go up, and you open the eyes and they say Peter Obi is the president. Ken, I'm saying this to you as your GO, as your friend. I want you to bury all the thought that says that the North will do this, the North will do that. Your worry should be, right? If he has such power, would he be courageous enough to use them to chase these people? And then you go no say, Fulani this, Fulani that, now they hype them. You see that constitution?
Exactly.
That constitution that you see, the injustice and then the disorganization in it. Obi will become the most dreaded person, even to those generals we are talking about. You don't want to find out. But again, that is why they will probably never want him. No, they will never want that power to get into his hand. You have no idea, Ken. Wow. It is bigger than what you imagine. See, even if they say, we are going to start a civil war, we are from the North, we'll show him, Baba. Ken, bury the thought. Please, continue anyway. I just thought I should add it. I've always wanted to say that. We all say that all the time. All right? That they will just impeach him. He will just do nothing. Impeach who? Do you actually know what they wrote in that fake book to impeach a man called president? They can kill him. Do you actually know what you are talking about? See, from the record there, Ken, from the record, the president of Nigeria, you see that Buhari? We can call him names. You can call him dumb, stupid, look at him, lifeless, and the rest of that. We are free to say all of that, okay? Which is normal. Free speech, Abi. But trust me, he is more powerful than the American president. See, Buhari is more powerful as a president in Nigeria, right? Than Joe Biden as a president of America. People don't have a clue what they cook up in that fake book for them. They have no idea.
I've gone through that constitution. That constitution is a joke. Trust me. I completely agree with you. I've gone through it myself, line by line.
People will run out of town.
Absolutely on point.
Oh, people will run away. They will run. You automatically see people when they talk. They will see Obi. They will tell you that he's a tyrant, and you'll be wondering how. How could you say he's a tyrant? Say because he that constitution there. I don't want to be part of it. But anyway, we'll see.
The last point before I go, I love your statement when you, I don't know the other caller you were talking to, that somebody needs to be the bigger person in the room. When that buffoon, that idiot, was attacking you on based on your comments. So
I am used to them.
I was very pleased. I'm very glad that you did not only just ignore him, but rather somebody needs to be the bigger person in the room. So you've actually executed that by putting him exactly where he needs to be. You don't need to, you don't need to go into that same rabbit hole that he wants to go into. You don't need to do that. I mean, like for me, as somebody like a friend to you,
I know.
Those things are very easy for me. I mean, don't forget, I work in that defense. So people like that are very easy for me to narrow down with my team.
I know. Sometimes it's just when I reply people like that, right? It's just to the amusement of my readers. Some people read them and they're just like, man, this Maiyegun is mad. You get what I mean? Yeah. Like just drop in, you drop in and you say, well, what are you saying there? What did you say? You know what I mean? But I get where you're coming from.
Maiyegun, these people, they live in an alternative universe.
They do.
They are from the pit of hell. That is where they are. They will never come out of that pit of hell. Because why? Because they are beneficiary from the pit.
They are beneficiary of the rotten system. Yes, I believe.
Yes. So that's why I'm saying this again with us. I love that your approach. So you have always been preaching that you will fight for what you need to fight for as long as it does not become violent. As long as you drive in your point. I listen to you every day. And I listen. In fact, guess what? If I don't listen to you a day, especially when you start latching up on those Yoruba language and what I understand you very well. So I'm enjoying it. I'm loving it. Guess what? Because that's how I feel like about these people. These people, to me, they are vampires. They are killers. They don't have a soul. So for me, I do not regard them as anything human. Because if they could do this to people, Nigerians in the midst of plenty, Maiyegun. So anyway, all I can say is that, bro.
We are all just, one thing, Ken, right? We are all looking forward to what will happen there on Saturday. Whether we support them or we don't, what will happen if they hold it? What will happen after Saturday is something that a lot of us want to find out. And that what will happen after Saturday is actually more important than what will happen on Saturday. Or let's say what will happen on Saturday will be the catalyst to what will happen afterward. And I'm more interested in afterward.
Exactly. Yeah. Maiyegun, God bless you. Keep up the fight.
I will.
We'll got your back.
Thanks so much.
We'll got your back.
I love that. So thank you. I'm going to take one more call. I'm going to call it tonight. I need to go and eat something before I pass out. Hello there.
Hello, General.
Mr. Taiwo. How are you, sir?
Everybody in TOT.
I just seen the news that says that they have just shot and killed a senatorial candidate in Enugu East. Barrister Oyibo. Okay, he's actually a Labour Party candidate. He don't start. You go see more. Go on. Mr. Taiwo, how are you?
You can confirm that now. Confirm it if it's true or not.
No, it is true. That's what I'm doing. I just confirmed it. That they've killed a senatorial candidate in their Saturday election. They have killed one in Enugu now. But details is what I don't have. Who killed him? Or somebody assassinated him.
Is it confirmed true?
Yes, it's confirmed, but we don't have the details.
Okay. General, congrats.
Mr. Oladele, Awaniel.
General, general, so you should be sending packs of all over the world now.
We are about to, and I have to say thank you to you and to everybody who did the job behind the scene. A lot of our people have been waiting for the green light. I have received a request from Germany. I've received a request. Well, you are aware of our people in America. You have been doing the back end work to put everybody in the right group and all that. Now that they've registered us as an official organization, right? Everybody will have the green light after our meeting this weekend. Okay, so we'll have the green light and we'll start. We'll start launching them all over. It's about to start.
Okay. So, General, I have 3 points. I don't know how many minutes I will get so that I can go.
I will have, let me see. I have just about 5 minutes before I give my own closing, and then we call it a night. So you can use 5 minutes. If you can, you know, the moment I start telling you that that's it, please let it be it. So Taiwo.
General,
you have the floor.
I'm going to try as much as possible to take Gagaban out of my view.
Okay.
Take Buhari out of my view. And I want to talk about the Naira design, the Supreme Court, and our own readiness.
Beautiful. So which one are you going for?
Now, I'm starting with Naira design. This Naira design is a very, very strategic monetary policy. Question I ask is, 6 months ago, 7 months ago, 10 months ago, what was it in strategic planning of this government? Are we together, General?
Very much so. It's a rhetorical question anyway. So go on, sir.
Where was Naira design in the strategic planning of the government? At least census regarding one changing. We know that they were planning census, which I don't think they can do. So everything, this is one thing I do. I always work after principle of first mentioning. I always stay with the principle of origin in anything I do. The origin of this Naira design has already told us that these people are out to destroy country, to destroy the country.
They want to destroy themselves. In the process, they are about to destroy Nigeria further, which is what they have done anyway. Well,
that is it. Because even today, like yesterday, I listened to Zekome. Yesterday, I took time to listen to Fala, and I listened to more. I don't want to care whether this policy will favor Tinubu or will not favor Tinubu, whether it will favor. But my question is, these people are nation-destroying people, and nobody should deal with them.
Yes, sir. People are not even talking about businesses that are facing these problems and what they are losing. You do know people are not talking about, they are just talking about election buying, vote buying, because that's what really matters to them. When the election is over, everybody will start counting their losses. And in my own opinion, it will be many. It will be huge.
It is still because we have millions of political idiots. How can we be going for election and you are saying it's for vote buying? Vote buying, they cannot constitute nation building. Okay, you are talking of vote buying. Where is the money printed? Where they are asking them now, how much you do bring? How much is in the circulation?
I ask you again, you are talking of both buyers. The both buyer themselves. The both buyers themselves, they are in charge of the money. So which vote buying are you calling? Where is the money printed?
You have so amount of money in circulation. You are taking them out, right? You have the one you said is in the hand of thieves. It's not in circulation. But you the one in the circulation, you took that out. And you replaced that with a paltry replacement for millions of people. Because you are targeting the one in the hand of politicians. Now, those whose money you took away, they can't get a replacement. The politicians you wanted to change their money, they are still spending it. I'm trying to force it as legal, and everybody is suffering it right now. I beg God, they should try and make it make sense, sir.
General, there is a lot I want to push today. Even the newly printed money. In whose hand is the newly printed money? These people that say they want to buy votes. Let me share a life story with you.
Please, sir.
The wife of a top man in Nigeria called me. He said, Taiwo, do you know what is happening? I'm not in Nigeria. My husband is in Nigeria. My husband is commanding new currency on his table. He's telling the banker, please, I need this. Because my husband is having access to new currency on his table. He doesn't even get to the bank. So I can tell you, if you see that they're shouting, all of them shouting, it's not because they don't have access to the new note. The new note is in their hand.
They own banks. So the problem, they are governors. Government houses are storage houses for money. It's not because of the money. It's something more. Mr. Taiwo,
that is it. That is what I'm trying to do. That's what I'm trying to tell everybody, that we should just get ready. These people are nation destroying. All they want is, you remember, all they want, will remain in power.
So we can just bring an interim government, or we can even bring a coup. And we can say, that will go because politicians want to spend old money. And some didn't want them to spend it. Crisis is too much in Nigeria. And we can't have an election, So, interim. Announce a coup. Breakup of Nigeria faster than what people will imagine. Trust me.
That is it. That is it. I keep telling you,
people will begin to declare their own sovereignty out of the whole log jam. Some people don't even know what is really going on, but time will tell. Mr. Taiwo. After.
Because yes, now I'm not even looking at all this. That's why I have my thought. Focus on where we are going, because they are already catalyzing our faster than we think. They are catalyzing our faster than we think, and that is where we should dwell more now. General, I want this: is Buhari a monarch or an executive president?
Maybe it's both.
Is it? Hello, sir.
Yes, sir. I said maybe it's both.
Is Buhari a monarch?
That's what I'm saying, that maybe it's both. Because now, nobody even have a clue what Buhari is. Here you get. Majority don't even have a clue what kind of government they are practicing. Majority as well don't even have a clue what type of system of government they have in Nigeria. Everybody is just there. They do whatever they can do. Or how do you explain this? These same people who are going to also, right? Those are the people that are supposed to be answering you, sir. These same people on Saturday, you will see them. They will still queue behind people that is doing this to them. Just for 30 seconds. So, Mr. Taiwo, I will just screen him, man. Just to access your money, you have to become a spider woman, like that. Yeah, but they are going to queue out on Saturday to renew that. So I can't answer for them, Mr. Taiwo. So yeah, the last point.
He said something. Supreme Court is talking. President is coming from the point of impunity, because Because it is impunity. We have the rule of law. The rule of law should be higher than the president, even with the 1999 constitution.
Yeah, in a normal country.
So we have a substituting order of the Supreme Court. President is saying another thing.
But there is no, that's another thing, eh? That's another thing, right? To add to the confusion, Mr. Taiwo, there is no subsisting order anywhere. Now, them, they give interpretation. They are the one giving interpretation that, Supreme Court failed to say so. As important as this is, Supreme Court justices, they fail to make any pronouncements. What does that tell you? They are all in it together. Put confusion in everything. Everybody they confused.
General, let's clear this. When a matter is before, the Supreme Court, you retain the status quo. That is the normal thing. But so if Buhari is not,
what the normal thing is, what do you think is the status quo?
The status quo is CBN told that the validity of the old note should still be there. Okay. That is the law. I look at what is before the Supreme Court, what the Supreme Court has declared so far, and what is happening.
And do you remember what the Supreme Court declared, sir? Do you still remember?
Supreme Court has taken away the deadline for the old note. What is the law until it is changed, General?
No, I'm asking you. That's not what the Supreme Court said. What exactly was the pronouncement of the Supreme Court? Do you remember? Or I can tell you. Do you remember?
What Supreme Court has invalidated the deadline set by CBN. That one is right. Dead.
I say, Shagbado Alapo Yini.
I'm not in trouble.
Motun try to correct you. She too saw the same thing. You just make people they will think that you are Tinubu supporter. The way you are talking, listen, sir, listen. The Supreme Court, they went to Supreme Court, right? 2 days before February 10. The Supreme Court should help them extend the deadline. Do you get that now? They asked the Supreme Court, they said, extend the deadline to June. So Supreme Court now responded and said, well, we can't just make pronouncement. This is Supreme Court. This is not where you should come to make pronouncement. We don't give such, right? But for the sake of this scene, to listen to this case, this deadline that is going to end on the 10th, we will extend it to the 15th. Sure you get? So, which means they are going to listen to their, whatever they want to talk. So, and then they will grant them a temporary extension. That's what happened. Everything else you are reading anywhere about Supreme Court, these are APC propaganda. They've repeated them many times. And I don't know. That's what I'm asking. Because you are repeating the propaganda I've seen elsewhere. Supreme Court is this, Supreme Court is that. Now, second time, sir, when they met on the 15th. Wait, sir, wait. When they met on the 15th, wait now.
General, you are
1 second, though. Yeah, when they met on the 15th, then the Supreme Court said, now, we can't even hear much of this case now. We are going to adjourn it again to the 22nd. Not to make any pronouncement or extend whatever was there. Sure you get? So if it's that's why I'm telling you that if you look at it very well, number one, Supreme Court is not a place they should go to, one. Then Supreme Court is also, instead of Supreme Court to throw everything out and say, don't bring this nonsense here. To add to the confusion, they choose to be playing this, what they are playing. So if you are repeating that same illegality yourself, you have bought into whatever you have read anywhere near. But I'll let you finish. Just 2 more minutes, sir. Let me wrap up.
Then what I'm saying is this. Let me make it very clear. This is not a Gbado matter. I am talking from the side of Nigeria set a deadline for old currency. True or false?
Yeah,
true.
Because the person authorized to do it did it by law.
Before the deadline, the matter got before the Supreme Court. True or false? True. Now, the matter is before the matter is before the Supreme Court. Then your deadline cannot stand again until the Supreme Court determines the matter. That is the law. Let me come to the final point. So I'm not Agbado. It's not Agbado. We are talking of, we are living in a nation of impunity. The presidency and the president, they are on the side of impunity. And what all that every others are doing is they are taking the side of the law where Supreme Court stands. I am not favoring any of this. We are just talking of a disorganized nation, a nation that is completely disorderliness and in impunity. That is what I'm affirming to you. So let me come to the final point and say where I say, because even yesterday, I sat with your Jose Kome, I sat with the Falana, and what I'm saying to you now is where we stand.
Okay.
The both parties should stay action until the Supreme Court determines the matter. That is the law. Why? Okay, let me ask you, when we are talking of VAT, why are states not collecting VAT now? Why are states not collecting VAT? Federal government went to Supreme Court. So Supreme Court has not decided on VAT. Then the state is not collecting. That is the law. So it's not about
Mr. Taiwo, I just want you to finish so that I can go. Okay. Even though what you are saying is so misleading, but I just want you to finish so that I can go. I don't want to argue with you. Okay. I just want you to make your point and then I can go. Is that all right?
I will be going. I will go in also now. I'm standing where the law stands. The matter is before the Supreme Court. All parties should stay action. Right. So it is unlawful for federal government to be emphasizing, affirming that old notice won't work. In general, let's read the top point. We'll talk another time. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Taiwo. Enjoy the rest of the evening. I want to say thank you to everybody who spent their evening here with me tonight. But a quick rebuter, okay? What happened is that the confusion you are witnessing is deliberate, okay? The one that these clowns went to Supreme Court and they handpicked the criminal judges that who eventually they believed will grant them what they wanted. But by law, the state cannot even challenge the federal government here at all. Do you understand that now? So when somebody is saying it is a law, Supreme Court said, I'll wait till when is the Supreme Court again? The 3rd of March, Abi? And the Supreme Court says status quo should remain. Oh yeah, pack your old Naira note, okay? And walk out there and tell them that the Supreme Court says the old Naira is still legit. All right? And I wish you good luck. I won't be able to give you the closing word of you tonight, but I'm just going to say thank you for spending your evening with me. Again, tomorrow is another day, and I will see you again. So until then, remember, you can watch this from the start again anyway, if you're just joining us. I'll see you some other time. Good night.
Maiyegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ dódódódó. Maiyegun Diary Maiyegun #1. Maiyegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ dódódódó. Maiyegun Diary Maiyegun #1. Maiyegun ti dé o ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú. Maiyegun Diary Maiyegun #1. Lórí Facebook lórí YouTube. Maiyegun Diary Maiyegun #1. Gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Maiyegun já wa sí. Maiyegun Diary Maiyegun #1. Àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o. Maiyegun Diary Maiyegun #1. Bó bá ṣe eré àní Maiyegun máa wí. Maiyegun Diary Maiyegun #1. Ó sì tún ṣe eré wàá gbọ́ níbẹ̀ o. Maiyegun Diary Maiyegun #1. Maiyegun Diary Politico. Maiyegun Diary Maiyegun #1. Godfatherism kò sí lọ́rọ̀ Maiyegun. Maiyegun Diary Maiyegun #1. Ẹ farabalẹ̀ sẹ́ o kẹgọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu o. Maiyegun Diary Maiyegun #1. Àní Maiyegun làwa mọ̀ dódódódó. Maiyegun Diary Maiyegun #1. Maiyegun ti dé.
Ọ̀jẹ̀lú Ẹ̀súnràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Àní Ẹ̀súnràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Lórí Facebook.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Àní Ẹ̀súnràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Lórí YouTube.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Àní Ẹ̀súnràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní Ẹ̀súnràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Ijó ìgbádìyẹ.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní Ẹ̀súnràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Bí Presido bá rúfin o.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní Ẹ̀súnràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Bí gómìnà kówó jẹ.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní Ẹ̀súnràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Ọlọ́pàá tí ń darí bá.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní Ẹ̀súnràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní Ẹ̀súnràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Òpùrọ́ olóṣèlú.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní Ẹ̀súnràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Ọ̀jẹ̀lú Ẹ̀súnràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Àní Ẹ̀súnràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo Ọ̀jẹ̀lú Ẹ̀súnràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo Ọ̀jẹ̀lú Ẹ̀súnràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o.
Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo Ọ̀jẹ̀lú Ẹ̀súnràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo Ọ̀jẹ̀lú Ẹ̀súnràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o, Maiyegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀. Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀, Maiyegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀. Oníkanṣá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, fáwọn ará ìlú tó gbé wọn débẹ̀ o.
Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo Ọ̀jẹ̀lú Ẹ̀súnràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo Ọ̀jẹ̀lú Ẹ̀súnràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní má ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Kì máa yí ṣe eré, ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. Kì máa yí ṣe eré, ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. Ẹni bá ti lè lẹ́bọ̀ lẹ́rù o, ọmọ bá dèrò kàṣàyè tú wọn síta.
Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo Ọ̀jẹ̀lú Ẹ̀súnràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo Ọ̀jẹ̀lú Ẹ̀súnràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Tẹnitẹni ọmọ Maiyegun ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni mo fọlọ́hún ṣọ́ ẹ̀ bá kìlẹ́bù. Lóòótọ́ olódodo ìlú ọ̀tá ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni ìwọ ṣá máa ń ṣọ́ra kò sì mọ́ bẹ̀rù. Bọ́tà ń lè rí bóníṣègùn lé káwọn mọ̀mọ́ fi ṣera wọn ni ó ti dẹrùn tí wọn ò gbọ́dọ̀ sì mọ́ bẹ̀. Èèpo ọ̀bọ lọmọ bá dérò tàjẹ́ ò gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́, ó ti jọba lórí àbínú ẹni kò sì mọ́ bùyà. Àìsíwọ́lu ní ẹnìkẹ́ ìgbódì ẹyin lábàrá o, ó kó ẹni tó bá dán wò á kàmù. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo Ọ̀jẹ̀lú Ẹ̀súnràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo Ọ̀jẹ̀lú Ẹ̀súnràkì o. Ẹni bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò òní fi wọ́n níran o.
Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo Ọ̀jẹ̀lú Ẹ̀súnràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo Ọ̀jẹ̀lú Ẹ̀súnràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n ní.